The Cape of Good Hope is a national park in South Africa, in Cape Town. If you are a South African citizen, as an adult you pay 85 Rand and as a child you pay 40 Rand.
Hello. Our driver's license is sufficient to prove identity for South Africa.
Sorry?
Do you have a South African rate? So
Yes,
I need
that's
to.
what I need to see.
Oh, okay, cool.
In order for you to pay 85 Rand, otherwise you pay 340 Rand.
340 Rand. As a non-South African citizen, as an adult you pay 340 Rand. And as a child you pay 170 Rand. I advise that you look up the opening and closing times for when you plan to visit. Note that this is a no drone zone.
And choose.
Thank you very much.
Choose hold on to your receipt.
Okay.
If you leave the park after closing time, you could find yourself getting a fine. Currently, we are renting a Mercedes-Benz C250 from a local car rental in Strand. It seems like this car is the year model 1998. That makes it about 4 years younger than I am. We are
Currently at the Cape Point Park kind of thing. It's pretty much a lot bigger than we thought it would be.
So it's not the most southern point of South Africa, but it is the most southern point of Cape Town.
The Cape Peninsula, yeah. Apparently it's where the two oceans meet. Apparently, so we'll see.
So let's go see and let's go meet the two oceans.
Funny enough, the funicular, the cart that takes you up and down to the lighthouse, is called the Flying Dutchman. I was telling Nitanya the story of the Flying Dutchman as we walked up. The story was also written in the mini museum, and this is how it goes. In 1729, a Dutch ship called the Flying Dutchman set sail towards the Cape of Good Hope. As the ship approached the cape, a violent storm broke out. The fierce winds, gigantic waves, and terrible lightning threatened to sink the ship, but its twisted and fearless captain, Van der Decken, swore an oath to the devil that he would round the cape even if it took him until doomsday. This foolish act brought a terrible curse down upon the captain, his crew, and his ship. From that moment forth, they were forced to roam the mighty seas for eternity as a ghost ship.
At the gate, we received a pamphlet. It is written, the Cape of Good Hope is situated at the junction of two major ocean currents, the cold Benguela along the west coast and the warm Agalas on the east coast. Due to markedly differing sea temperatures, the marine life east and west of Cape Point differs. Although the Cape of Good Hope is known as the meeting point of the Atlantic and Indian Oceans, they meet at Cape Agalas National Park. It's quite a walk up.
We're also really unfit.
And it is super warm today. The sun is shining bright. I think once we're up at the lighthouse, we might have to reapply sunscreen. And the mask walking is not making it easier. I'm sure you would know if you've been out and about exercising with your mask on, which we haven't until today.
So we are here on the Cape Point, and this is sort of where the two oceans meet. It's the southernmost tip of the Cape Peninsula, but not of Africa. So yeah, it's quite a spectacular view, and we're going to see even better views a little bit further on from where we are.
From here on, David promised to carry me up.
There are all kinds of creatures at Cape Point. One of them that was attached to my bottom eyelid was a small lice.
I saw what I would call in Afrikaans a boslice. I couldn't get to the English word, and I also tried to stay calm to get this little creature before it crawls into David's eyeball. This is South Africa. Hey!
It is beautiful here. You've got to see the view.
It's amazing. I'm so happy we came. So I honestly thought that these viewpoints were made as viewpoints of a tourist, but David just told me.
According to the little sign placard up there, it was made as a rush radar station to detect German submarines in World War II.
So we didn't see any German submarines just now.
But we're looking.
And we did see Germans on our way up. So there's that. By the way, if you're in South Africa, be friendly.
Here it is written, remains of secret World War II radar station, 1943. It was on this site that the newly designed 10-centimeter transmitter receiver was hurriedly erected in 1943 in response to the increased enemy U-boat submarine attacks on Allied convoys. This station was developed and manned by the South African Defence Force Special Signal Services, SSS. Later, the foundation was converted into the present lookout.
It is written on the lighthouse, historic lighthouse, 1860 to 1919. This prefabricated cast iron tower was erected on Cape Point Peak, 249 meters above sea level. The white flashing light of 2,000 candle tower could be seen by ships 67 kilometers out to sea. The lighthouse proved to be ineffective as it was often covered by cloud and mist. After a wreck of the Portuguese liner Lusitania in 1911, it was decided to erect the present lighthouse on Diaz Point below, 87 meters above sea level. Here, right by the lighthouse, is an indication to different destinations like Hout Bay, Table Mountain, and other places around Cape Town. Unfortunately, due to COVID, we cannot take a long distance look. If you do come visit this lighthouse during non-COVID times, make sure to bring those 5 Rand coins along. Here we are 9,635 kilometers away from Amsterdam. Historical lighthouse cottages around 1860s. These buildings, built around 1860, originally provided free accommodation for visitors to the lighthouse. One cottage served as a sleeping room and the other as a dining room. Both were fully equipped. The provision of these facilities encouraged visitors, which helped to relieve the loneliness and isolation felt by the early lighthouse keepers and their families.
In 1977, the cottages were taken over by the CSIR and used as a laboratory for atmospheric research. The laboratory was extended in 1994 and became part of the World Meteorological Organization's Global Atmosphere Watch Network.
These semi-detached cottages served as the original residence for the lighthouse keeper and his assistant. On weekdays, it runs from 9 to 4 p.m. and on the weekend from 9 to 5 p.m. Adults return 65 Rand, one way 50. Kids return 30 Rand, one way 20. This is a wheelchair-friendly facility. Here is also a restaurant and a shop for souvenirs. Unfortunately, we were too late and it was already closed.